those are our thoughts on the pros and cons of renting the car. Did we say any pros?
Yeah.
Did you say any pros?
Well, I did for sure. I did not care for the car in a foreign country, but
do you not care for a car in a foreign country?
Yeah.
So,
I mean.
As we're driving to our next destination, we're having a big discussion about, is it fun to rent a car? Is it worth it to rent a car? Pros and cons of renting a car.
Yeah, in America, which is easy, no problem, or in the foreign countries when you're driving on different road signs, different ways of traffic, manual stick shifts compared to automatic.
So is that a con?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can do it, but the other day we were on a pretty good hill, and thankfully, and it has electronic emergency brake. It doesn't have the pull-up one. It's still, I don't have practice in that. I haven't done that for 30 years, so having to do that with a Mercedes sitting behind you that you don't want to roll back into is concerning, I guess.
That would be a con for sure. And the other con that I don't understand is I don't do the driving because Bob is more comfortable driving, and admittedly he is a much better driver in the sense of he's always aware, hyper alert, what have you, and so it's not as fun for him to have to watch where we're going, and I'm just chilling and sitting back and wow, look at that, well, look at that, and Bob's driving, and so that's not fun.
Well, and I think we drove our entire life. I mean, we would go to our cottage, which was 150 miles one way, every weekend. We drove all the time, and so driving is easy. We do a ton on the van, a lot on the motorhome. It's just not desirable. I mean, Europe is full of trains. I mean, a ton of trains. So
correct.
I would rather figure out the logistics of taking the train, sitting back on the train and looking out the windows, the same as what I'm seeing here, except for I have to pay attention to traffic. So that to me is a big con in the sense that if I was on vacation, this would not be vacation. But seeing that we do this full time, it's not too bad.
Well, and we rarely rent a car. We have rented cars a handful of times throughout our entire 5.5 years and 82 countries. So we have rented cars often when it makes sense.
Yeah, Australia, where there was no trains.
Australia we did, New Zealand we did,
Slovenia.
We did Slovenia, so, but I think the other stressor about this car rental in particular, and you can talk if it's different, is this is a manual stick shift, which we've only rented one other time, and you used to have a manual,
yeah,
but again, you haven't done it.
Yeah.
However, that adds to the complication of driving in these teeny tiny, small medieval villages with a significant amount of traffic jams on these great inclines like the San Francisco hills, and worrying about whether you're going to roll back into the car behind you or if you're going to kill the car or what have you. So that really adds to the stress of renting a car in addition to driving it and everything.
Yeah,
so.
And one of the thing that for me, a big con, so maybe you gathered from this video, I do not like renting cars. And we will do it in Iceland. There's no trains or whatever that I know of. So I love renting cars where there's no other option. For sure, 100% I will do it. When there's other options, I do not like renting a car. One thing is we have a $40,000 asset that we're responsible for. So, for instance, last night it was hailing, and I'm sure it's all fine. But anyway, so if it got hail damage, we pay for it. Now we have a Chase Sapphire Reserve card, which pays primary as far as the insurance coverage on the car. We decline it off of the car rental. This time it hurts, but I still need to deal with that. First, I need to pay Hertz because they're gonna no, you're gonna pay us right now, and then I have to go through Chase to get them to pay. And maybe it's super easy, but that's one more thing I have to do, which if I'm on a train at Hales, I'm not doing anything besides getting off and covering my head with it for the hail. And so for me, it's very simple, easy when you travel. Let somebody else do it. Take a bus, take a train, but it's not for everybody, you know.
Well, and we like to do all of that. That's why we don't do it. That is why we've only done it 5 times. And so it's really a good discussion to have, and for you guys to think about, if you should rent a car, what is it that it is going to give you on your holiday? What stress is it going to cause you? Is it as fun for the other person? I don't ever deal with the financial side of it. So again, I don't have to worry about that, you know, because I benefit from him being so good at all of that and everything, booking everything, paying everything. And so I sit back idly during all these trips outside of planning everything we're doing on the day of and when we arrive and all the adventures and things like that. So it's a significant more work for you.
Well, you know, it's like with the automatic compared to the stick. Well, the automatics are rare on rental cars in Europe, so they're available, but you pay more. So when we were in Greece, Alex, her son, has never driven a stick, so we got an automatic. Well, it was more. And when we're looking at doing Scotland, it was like double the price.
This is true.
And if you're driving, I mean, I know you drove a stick a long time ago, but I don't know if you are ready to drive a stick.
I would drive it, I would try it, and I'm sure it would be like riding a bike after a period of time, of course. I don't think you would do as well with me learning how to in a crazy city, and it would double the amount of stress on top of it.
It's just looking at it realistically, because even with myself with the stick shift, it's like it's no big deal in 95% of the cases. It's those little cases that you need to go through really tight areas, or you're on an incline, that it's more concerning. But it's okay. It's just the traffic over here hasn't been bad at all in Sicily.
It's only when you get into the little medieval villages.
Yeah, and you're trying to find parking.
There's only one lane. Yeah. And so that's when it becomes stressful. We were driving on the coast yesterday, had a very relaxing, beautiful drive through the wineries and the olive orchard areas, and so, but once you hit the city and you got to figure out where you're going to park, where you're going to stay for your hotel, all that does become stressful, and I get it.
Yeah, and I also love the logistics of trains, buses, boats. So for me, that's my love. I love the different transportation modes. This is like being back in America type
It
of feel.
is not.
No, it is. And so I don't, like what you saw yesterday, I didn't see. Meaning it was cool, but the countryside I can see on a train also. And it's very much the same as you go. So if you look out here, this is like, not Wisconsin, but Montana or something. I don't know. You know, it's just...
That's what you saw, was Montana?
Well, meaning, what did you see?
Do you have acres and acres of vineyards and castles in the middle of nowhere in Montana?
There's not castles, but there was. No, there wasn't castles. It was
old vineyards, old vineyards, and beautiful bridges. And so, yeah, we don't need to dispute that, but I get it. You are not seeing what I'm seeing.
Well, I can see that on a train too, because the trains have to go through that same area or similar area.
Yeah.
So,
and the beauty of riding in a train actually is you aren't on the main highway, which we weren't yesterday, but today we're driving on the main highway, and that's not as enjoyable or as scenic either. So I am on the same page with him about the car a good majority of the time. I like the freedom that it gives us, especially in Australia it did, New Zealand it did. Here you can argue it because you have so many trains to take you everywhere in Europe, and there really is no reason to do a car. It's easy to get on and off the train. It's not like going to the airport and having to be there 2 hours before, 3 hours before. We have backpacks, so we can walk anywhere. We can walk to our hotel from the train station. So, yeah, those your thoughts on the pros and cons of renting the car. Did we
Yeah.
say any pros? Did you say any pros?
Well, I did for sure. I do not care for the car in
Wait,
a foreign
wait, wait.
country, but
Do you not care for a car in a foreign country?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, because you have different road signs. But am I doing it? Have we driven all over Sicily? Yeah. So I mean, it's doable. It's just desire is not there.
Right.
I like to sit back. I like to be on a train, let them deal with the traffic or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but it's totally doable. If I'm on a vacation, then I might want to do it more. But seeing that we travel full time, we can spend an extra 3-4 days in a area if it means like the train schedule isn't there. You know,
True.
I understand if you need to hammer it,
yep.
then the car is probably the way to go.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. That is definitely maybe an advantage to renting a car when you only have a week's period of time and you need to hammer it, and instead of trying to figure out the public transportation. So give us your thoughts on renting a car in a foreign country and the pros and cons of it, from your perspective. If you like it, if you don't like it, again, we love hearing your comments. We are getting a significant amount lately, and we really enjoy responding to those. And I hope you are enjoying our videos of our international travel, because that is who we are. We're not just in the van.
No, we love the van, but we love international travel. This is where the adventure is.
We are not just, in the Sea Dory. We are doing it all, and we're always on a whirlwind, and that's what keeps us alive and happy.
Yeah.
So, if you're enjoying these videos, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And ciao for now.